I'm a little embarrassed. I haven't posted a video on this in a very long time. If you guys are familiar with this channel, you kind of know what it's about. Like sometimes I'll post little like vlogs of doing things here and there, like I'll take the camera with me and take you places. But I don't do those every day or anything. I usually just do it if it's something out of the ordinary, or if we go on vacation, or if something different happens or whatever. But sometimes I'll just talk about random things too, and I really want to kind of keep this channel up more. You guys, a lot of you, I'm sure, most of you come from my other channel, which is my main channel, my makeup and beauty channel. And I really my focus is on that one. I try to post a video on there like between every 2 and 4 days. And I love it. I love that channel. So I've really put my everything into that, and I always have like this one is kind of, just my secondary kind of whenever channel. But I really want to start keeping it up. It was one of my New Year's resolutions, which I'm just now deciding to kind of take seriously a month later. Just in the mood, and it's not that I don't want to, I'm just I don't know. I just get busy and just don't think about it, and it's just not a priority. But I'm going to make it a priority. So I wanted to talk about a few things. I was in a really good mood to film today because yesterday I got all of my contest or my giveaway stuff posted on my other channel, and I do have a video film to go up after that for that channel as well that I'm excited about too. And I was like, I really want to film. Don't know what I'm going to film next for my makeup. Well, I kind of have an idea, but I was like, I just want to do something different. I just want to kind of talk and just do a more like relaxed vlog type video. And I was like, perfect. I have a vlog channel. Tiffany, did you not? I mean, hello. So I have kind of I wouldn't call it a flaw because I do get things done. But if I get my mind around something, I'll do it. Which, that's a good quality to have. But sometimes I just don't even think about, I will just say, look, I want to do this, I'm going to do it. I will not stop until it's done. I've been doing a lot of, home projects lately. And last week, I was watching Pretty Little Liars, of all things. And I'm obsessed. You guys know, I'm obsessed with the Pretty Little Liars book series. I've read all 8 books, and that was a while back. And then, the show is good, but it is not, if you guys have not read the books, you have got to, because the show is nothing compared to the books. They're really, really good. And I will talk about some books in a moment, speaking of that. But anyways, literally I was watching the show, and Spencer's family's house, they have black cabinets, and I was like, that looks really nice. My cabinets would look nice black. Why not just paint those? If the thought ever crosses your mind to paint your kitchen cabinets, you may want to think it through a little bit. They turned out very good. Nothing disastrous happened, thank God, which it totally could have. But yeah, my mind just went crazy, and every time I was in my kitchen, that's all I could think about was, I gotta paint these cabinets, I gotta paint these cabinets, I don't like this color, I gotta paint them. So I decided to use my bathroom, which has the same exact type of cabinet, same color, the same cabinet materials. So I went to our master bathroom, and I was like, yeah, I could do this. So I went to Lowe's. I got, obviously, you sand them, and, you have to, if you're going to paint something, that's a good idea, especially cabinets. But she set me up with some primer, too, that kind of, really bonds to smooth surfaces or whatever before you paint, especially cabinets or whatever. I bought some nice black paint that's good to use. I bought some rollers and some materials and all that. So the next day, I started on our bathroom, and I did one coat of primer. I had to prep the cabinets and everything. That was a job in itself. I did 1 coat of primer and 2 coats of the black, which really covered nicely. I was thinking I was going to have to do 3, but 2 coats covered perfectly, and they look smooth and perfect and everything. That took me a long time. I didn't paint the shelves on the inside of the cabinets, but I did paint the backs of the doors and all around, which that was really tough. And up under and around the floor and the base, it was a little insane. And just our section in our master bathroom took me all day. Okay, so those were done. They looked great, and I got so excited. I was like, yep, I'm starting on my kitchen, which is quite a number of cabinets compared to a bathroom, but I got really excited and did it anyways. It took me 2 solid days, which does not sound like a long time, but I was working like non-stop. Like I worked until like 6 a.m. one morning, and then the next day, you know, I didn't even I should have slept a good part of the day, going to bed at like 7 in the morning, but I got right back up and started painting them again and finished them that day, and they look beautiful. I mean, it's really nice. That was a big job. My hand is like, ugh, like I feel like it was just going to be permanently like a claw. It hurts so, like my wrist, when I take my shirt up, like I can see this wrist is so much bigger than this one. Like it's swollen, and it's like, I don't even know what happened. Well, I mean, I do know what happened. I shouldn't have been like painting like that. I don't really have any like wrist problems or anything, but I'm telling you, it really, I mean, it's gotten a lot better, but like I can still, like this, you know, like you should be able to do that. Like I can, oh, like it hurts. Like I can barely rotate my wrist, but it's getting better, and I will never do anything like that again, except maybe in our guest bathroom, which I might paint white. But no, I cannot do that. I'm not going to do that for a long time. I am like walking away from cabinet painting, and our bathroom downstairs doesn't have any cabinets in it, so that's good. So I won't be tempted to paint that one. That's kind of a big deal. I went to Target, and I got this nail polish, and I think it's really cute. Oh, speaking of, I really like the nail polish that I have on. I don't know if you can see it. It's really chipped, so this finger is like disgusting, really chipped. It's really pretty, and it's called Dive Bar, and it's by Essie, and I bought it at Walmart. I think a lot of you, if you follow me on Twitter, a lot of you may have seen that photo that I posted. On my Twitter, I post like pictures like randomly. I love TwitPic. So if you follow me there, you can see like pictures that I post throughout the day and stuff. This is the coolest color ever. It's really, really dark navy blue, like super, super dark. And it looks almost black from a distance. But then it's got beautiful greenish teal pearl. And it's just such a deep, like, cool color. And I thought this was so cute. A lot of you guys know how much I love Target too. And I bought this. It's by L'Oreal, and it's called Target Red. And I just think it's such a pretty red, and I can't wait to wear it. And the fact that it is inspired by Target makes me extremely happy. Because we all know I love some Target. And, oh, I have another nail polish. This is cool. It's by Zoya, called Tiffany. I'm wearing it. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling. So about the books, yeah, you guys know that I love the Pretty Little Liars series. I really like books that are kind of like easy reads and that are interesting. Like, I don't like a lot of really like sad, like sappy books, and I like things that will keep me interested, maybe like has a little bit of a mystery or a twist. Like, I really enjoy reading like teen books. I mean, I'm 26, so I don't know, it's just funny to be reading like all these teenage books, but I really love them. Anyways, Pretty Little Liars was extremely good. There's 8 books in the series, and they were awesome. So I knew that they were coming out with 4 more books in that series. I'm pretty sure that that's certain now, and I'm not sure when exactly. I was thinking maybe like May when they said that the next one's coming out. I cannot wait for that. That book, the way the 8th one ended, is so open to more books. Like, it's really cool. So I knew that she had something else kind of up her sleeve, because at the end of the 8th book there was a little excerpt that was kind of like from a new book, and I thought this can't be a continuation of this one, but I believe it was for this one, because this one is about twins. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to like ruin anything. I don't want to like spoil anything if you haven't read the Pretty Little Liars series. But this author must be really obsessed with like twins in some weird way, because this book is about twins too. But if you haven't read Pretty Little Liars, I don't want to give anything away, so I better not even talk about that. This is a new book in a new series, or the first book in a new series by the same author. This is not part of the Pretty Little Liars series, and it's called The Lying Game. And I started it last night. And honestly, I liked it. And a lot of people, I had heard a couple people, well, not a lot, but like maybe like 2 people told me that this one reads a little, I mean, obviously it's a totally different book, totally different series, but they said they couldn't really get into it as much as the Pretty Little Liars books. I think what made it easy for me to get into the Pretty Little Liars is because I had seen, I had watched all of the last year when the first part of the season came on. I remember they went on that big break, and I thought it was a new season when it came back on about a month ago, but it's really just like the second part of the first season. But anyways, there's gonna be like 12 more, or 12 episodes in that second part, I think. Anyways, so I think what made me get into it so quickly is because I had watched the whole first half of the first season. And so when I started reading the books, I was already interested, and I loved the show. Like, I was so into the show. And then when I started reading the books, you know, I could kind of picture the characters, which really messed with my mind because the characters' descriptions are nothing like they are in the show. So it was really kind of hard to distinguish that. But I was really into it because of the show. So I read these books literally like in maybe a month and a half. I read all 8 books, which they read very fast. There were some though, like toward the middle, that were so slow. Like, things weren't really happening. It wasn't really exciting. When you find out who A is, the first time, it's kind of like, I think it happens in the 4th book, 3rd or 4th book, and you're just kind of like, okay, now what, you know? And then all this other stuff happens. You realize that there's so much more to the story, and it gets so intense. But I think kind of in between that, I'm trying to think, because all the books run together. Like, you could not pick out, like, if you said, oh, this happened in this book, this happened. They just all run together. Like, it's hard to kind of pinpoint what happens in each book when you think back. Well, there were slow parts, you know? And I think this is going to really get interesting because I really like this author, and I really don't see her, writing anything that would be kind of... But yeah, it was when I first started reading it. I mean, obviously, I know nothing about this. I haven't seen a TV show that is anything about this. I haven't read anything. So I'm trying, you know, I'm giving it a chance. And I think it's going to be good. But then since I read all 8 books in Pretty Little Liars, during the little hiatus that the show went on in between the first and second half of the season, I was so excited for the show to come back on. I used to live for that show when it would come on. Like, I was so excited about it. And that was before I read the books. Well, then now, when it came back on, it was just kind of like, really, like, this is just not interesting. There have been some episodes that have been really good, and I find that the episodes that are really good are the ones that are nothing like the book, because the show is a lot different than the books. The books are so much better. Obviously, everyone always says that about a movie or books or whatever. The book's always better because there's so much more description. You know, you can picture things the way that, you know, the best possible way that you'd want to, and it's just so much deeper when, like, your mind's kind of a part of the story, like when you're reading it and stuff. The show just kind of shows you what it is, and you can't really interpret it in many ways, but that's why I like reading books. Obviously, like, the storyline's pretty much, but there's a lot of things, like a lot of other storylines that didn't happen, or they'll happen totally different, or something you're like, wow, that totally went opposite of what happened in the book. And I kind of like it when the show is like that. When the show tries to follow the book, like when things happen that I had read about in the book, I'm just like, that's not good, because the book was so much better when they described that. So I'm still watching the show and everything, but I would strongly recommend the books. But I'm very excited about finishing this. These books do read this one is reading very fast too, so I'm excited. So yeah, I have some places to go and some things to do. This looks like I'm wearing the same exact outfit as yesterday. Even catches my hair the same. Yeah, I filmed the video for my contest yesterday, and I was wearing a Lululemon jacket that's like exactly like this. This one is from Old Navy, and it's kind of made like, you know, a little workout jacket. And I actually like the way this one fits so much better, and it's hilarious because this one was probably so much cheaper, and the Lululemon one was obviously not that cheap. So yeah, they don't have these anymore. This is very, very old. Yeah, I promise more videos on this channel. Random rambling, you know, about whatever. Might do some tags, might do some different types of things. Yeah, oh, I did want to show you guys my Pandora bracelet. I will do that in another video. I will. Alright, bye.